So that's Sunday.
That's Sunday. Elimination Chamber. So you were saying Suppa.
So say no. I will say we actually have our own elimination.
Good segue.
That's Monday, right?
Yeah, that's Monday.
That's our Elimination Chamber.
That's Monday. I'm sure there's a bigger title up for grabs.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, you get to run the country for hopefully 4 years.
I like that. I like that hopefully term.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I was listening. When was Valia on by you? That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I like her little idea with the top 15 parliamentarians.
Yes, instead of going to the party, it's the top 15 voters in general. Yeah,
top 15 voters.
Top 15 vote getters.
No matter what party you in, gets a seat.
Exactly.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, because the way how they have it now, it's based on the party. If the party needs a certain amount of votes,
right,
and then they get that one seat.
And then recital or whatever.
Whatever the rest seats, whatever. Then that goes there, and then I don't know. That's confusing.
You got to do the equation. Pi equals carry the 4 divided by 2,
subtracted by pi.
Yeah,
all that nonsense.
And then you get it.
All that.
But yeah, you're right. I do like her idea.
I like it.
15 top, and then that's it.
Call it a day.
Call it. And did she submitted that as a
Yes, she submitted it, if I'm not mistaken, to the President of Parliament, which is Sarah Westcott Williams.
She submitted her stunt.
Yeah, Sarah called it. Sarah was like, "It's cute. I like it.
It's a stunt. That's a good stunt.
It's a good political stunt.
That's what she said. Political stunt.
I don't know if I agree with it being a stunt. I think it's a great initiative.
I think I wouldn't call it a stunt.
Right.
I would call it a very smart move.
Right.
Brilliant.
It's brilliant when you think about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I'm not in Parliament, but if I was, this is what I would.
This is what I would.
Bang.
Exactly.
I thought it was a great move. I thought it was smart. I thought it was brilliant. Marketing wise, like brilliant,
awesome.
Nobody else thought of it.
Yeah,
I'm not
in, but this is what I could do.
This is what I would do.
Yeah.
And look, I even drew it up.
Let me start working before I get the job.
Like, wait a minute, you're here? We didn't hire you yet.
Yeah,
it's like one of those.
That can I say? But I do like it was electoral reform, like G said. It was top 15 vote getters, then they get basically the seat. There were some other elements added into it, but I don't remember. If I'm not mistaken, it was also the whole thing with the ministers as well, which you also, G, have been preaching for quite some time. Vote the ministers in just like how we vote for Parliament. Then you have less. I don't want to say corruption, but then you have less.
You mean with the appointing thing, right?
Right, exactly. You have less people trying to pull strings, and this is my minister, and my minister do this, and my minister do that. No, let the people, or have like I think a double ballot or a double ticket. What they call it? Yeah, like.
Well, yeah, like how they do how they do in the States when you go to vote.
Right.
Like say if you're going to vote for president. I mean, you can vote for the president, but then you have other things you vote on. You can vote on your councilman.
Right.
You can vote on your this one, your district this, your district that, district thing. Not even that. They even have proposals and propositions that you can vote for too. Like, do you want a casino? Stuff like that. So you're just not just voting to go vote for a party. There's a bunch of other things in the ballot and the booth that you're voting for on election day.
So then you have people who are presenting themselves for Parliament. Those are the ones that legislate and hold government accountable. Then you have people who want to be ministers, and then they're the ones who basically execute everything. So Minister of Justice, TAT, whatever. But then the question came up. I'm not sure if we discussed it on the air. This was off air. We asked her, but then of course the whole minister thing. You have to screen. And then that's what she said, that's where you come up with, you basically have 2 people running for that ministerial position. So let's say Outkast would be running for Minister of TIAT, and then he'll have me as his junior minister.
Oh.
So in case he can't pass the screening, I still have Suppa who has the same intentions as me that could still, go up and be on the ballot. Or if Outkast messes up, so
why gotta be me to mess up though? Why gotta be me?
Well, you get the picture. It was something to that,
He pays DJ tax,
and like she said, it was just some ideas that she brought forward. Of course, they might need a little tweaking or whatever. But I like the initiative. I'm not gonna lie.
True. I think it was.
There's better ways of moving forward.
It was. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really brilliant. But you vote, and who get the top 15 get in. It's not
that makes the most sense.
It's like, okay, I didn't vote for Suppa, but why is Suppa getting a seat. Super, I don't know. I just think we definitely need election reform somehow, some way. Let's get it going for real. So with that said, I don't know if Outkast is really going to be in this one, but we're going to do our draft together.
Oh, we're doing the racial draft again?
Not the racial draft.
That's next year. Every 2 years we do that one.
So we're doing our draft.
Okay.
Our top 15. So who you would like to see in there?
Wow.
Your top 15. So it's going to be a little difficult.
So are we going to go around the table and each of us?
You want to do it like that? You want to go around?
Like how we did the last time?
We could do it like that.
Yeah.
We could do it. You know who most of the candidates are, Outkast?
Not really.
Did you get your voting card, Outkast? If you didn't get your voting card, you can't participate. Did you go pick up your voting card? All jokes aside, I want to ask. Come on, did you go pick? Do you have your voting card?
I have it.
You do have it. Okay, all right, just checking. I know you're doing sanding and painting and DJing and all kinds of other stuff.
And it's brown too. I could have mistaken it for sandpaper.
Oh God.
I mean, it's a common mistake.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay, so
all right.
Who's gonna go first?
So this is for Parliament.
Parliament, yes.
This is for Parliament.
Parliament. 15 people for Parliament.
Okay,
All
who's
right.
going first?
All right, I'll go first.
All right.
And this is in no particular
Absolutely
order.
no particular order.
Okay.
No particular order. So my first pick for Parliament, he's on the UD slate. He's number 15.
And that is?
Hassani Ellis.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Hassani Ellis. I would put Hassani Ellis in there.
Okay.
I like Hassani. He's been running before. He never made it before to a seat as in Parliament.
No, he has held the minister plenipotentiary so far.
Right.
Yeah.
But
He's a current minister,
Yes.
am I right?
Yeah, minister
Yes, he is.
plenipotentiary.
Say that 4 times fast.
Exactly.
All right. So my first pick will be Hassani Ellis.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Super.
Like we said, no particular order. I'm also gonna go on the UD slate with this one, and I'm picking this candidate based merely on experience,
I know you're going with.
and that's none other than Sarah Westcott Williams.
Sarah Westcott Williams.
Yeah.
You had her quite a few times on your show.
Yeah, I think she held a record. And she was always on time. She was always, everything. So that already,
And she always answered the question.
Yeah. always. And the reason I went with Sarah is because she knows the Constitution.
She does.
She does, in and out.
She knows it in and out. She knows it. She knows the loopholes as well. And everything.
Some she has some grandkids, and some grandparents read their kids a story before bed. She reads
the Constitution.
the Constitution.
Once upon a time, there was 10.
And on that day, they strolled along with a piece of paper.
And then came a brown bill.
Oink, oink.
Hey, you're stupid.
So I like that one.
Oh, man.
All right.
Okay, so Sarah.
Sarah
okay,
Westcott.
I would also have to go to the UD slate, and some similar to what Super said, based on I'm basing on what I've seen, what I've been hearing, and he speaks very well. I'll have to go with Emil Lee, number 4.
Emil Lee. All right, number 4. All right, let's go to the next round. That's me. I'm going to go with my second pick.
Okay.
All right, and we are going to go to the U.S. list, the US list.
Okay.
Coming in at number 4, Mr. Rolando Bryson.
Nice.
Now, I like what Rolando's saying. I like what he's talking. He's talking the talk. I hope he can walk the walk. And I love his approach. Something that some people did, but he really took advantage of it, was the Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And the video. He really... We are a Facebook island.
Yeah.
We are.
When it comes to social media.
We really are.
I told him today, I think he revolutionized the way how we're campaigning.
Some people did it but they just did it lightly in the past. He just went full blast. And I like another person that was a lot on your show, and I listened to him a lot. What he was saying, I like what he's saying. I like what he's saying. So I'm going to go with Rolando Bryson as my second minister.
And I'm going to echo your decision and also go with Rolando Bryson as well. Also because he campaigned specifically on the how I'm going to do it. You know, every time they talk about what they're going to do, whatever, and he campaigned on the how. How I'm going to do it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he broke it down.
Yeah, and a lot of people kind of criticize him, like, yeah, but the things what you want to do is something that usually a minister does, and he still broke it down. He's like, yes, I understand, but as a parliamentarian, here is how I could create legislation for this and this and this and this and this, and this is how I'm going to do it. These are the plans, and that's what I like about him.
And one thing he made sure that he didn't confuse, because a lot of people keep saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. He kept saying, like, I'm as a parliamentarian, I'm going to pass this, I'm going to try to pass this. He didn't say, I'm going to lower this, I'm going to higher that, I'm going to do this. He explained, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, I like that. All
right. Who you going with, Outkast? You see the list? You good?
I will have to switch list on this one, and I will head over to the National Alliance with Artwell.
Okay. All right. Artwell, who has been there before.
Number 4 on the slate. Very well-spoken young man, and one of the youngest in there.
Yeah.
One of the youngest in there, and with fresh ideas, a different perspective, a different outlook on how everything should be done. And he has gained somewhat of experience for the little time that he's been there, and we all, based on what we've seen, he's not afraid to stand up and speak.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Or sit down.
Know his place.
That's a good one. That is a good one. All right. Moving on to my third. We're on round 3. My third parliamentarian. You actually stole my third parliamentarian, Outkast.
Did I?
Yes, you did. It's going to be Artwell. Like I said, he's been there before. He's got the experience. I hope this time he can be more vocal.
Yeah.
I hope he can step up to the plate more. He's been there. He's still one of the young and up and, I can't say up and coming because he made it, but he's still one of the young groups there. So I just hope he can be more vocal this time, that he can get some things done. But I like where he's coming from. Like I said, he's eager, he's hungry. So number 3, my third pick from the NA list is number 4 on the NA.
All right.
Who's your third parliamentarian?
My third pick, I'll have to go my parliamentarian pick. Number 3, I'll have to go with candidate number 5 on USP. Back from the USP slate I'm going on. It's Valia Pantherford. Like I said, she's been very impressive throughout this whole campaign. She knows what she's talking about. At least seems to know what she's talking about. And that big move yesterday, what she did, brilliant. I think it was brilliant. It shows, and hopefully she keeps that same energy going into to Parliament, and if she's elected, and I think she can. I think she will.
I think she can. I think I think Valia might be the first parliamentarian ever, if she makes it, to probably beat up another parliamentarian, because she's she got that fight in her.
She does.
Am I lying?
No, you're not.
She got that fight in her.
Yeah,
so.
and she does have a track record based on where she used to work at before. I think it was the I don't want to say economic affairs. Maybe I'm wrong. The ones that used to give you the permit department. One of those. It was somewhere there, close by.
Was it economics? Was it?
No? I think so. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Yeah, she did a lot of work there as well. You know, and she asked for a lot of things, and then she got them done, whether it's on her own or with the help of whatever. But she made sure things were done and everyone was happy. So she does have a track record, and I'm sure she could take care of that when she gets in.
Okay. All right. Cut creator.
How about somebody who's not been there before? I've been listening to what's been going on in your program for the past couple of mornings, Super. I'm stuck in traffic, so I ain't got a choice. I have to go with the SDM slate, Mr. Ortega.
Benjamin. Benji.
I've been listening to what he's saying, and again, like how you mentioned with Rolando, he's been saying a lot of the hows.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of perspectives. Plus, I did hear him mention as well, he had a lot to do with the engineering of Colby Hill. Yeah. So he has a mind for these things. You know what I mean? So shout out to Benjamin on that one.
All right. Okay. All right. Going to the 4th round of our parliamentarian picks for 2018. I'm going to go to the SMCP party. He's number 2 on the list. Former radio guy himself and a new guy, Peter J.
Peter J.
I want to see some fresh blood, some new faces in there with some ideas, and Peter J.
All right.
Peter J. My fourth pick.
Number 4, Claude Chacho Peterson.
Chacho.
FSMCP.
I heard him on your show this morning.
Yeah.
Chacho scares me a little bit.
I thought I was the only one.
Chacho scares me. He might like scare somebody into making a law. Like he's scared. He comes like, Suppa, I want it. Yeah, your boy. You and your boy. And I'm like, whoa.
Hey, tone it down a little bit there, Chacho.
But what I like about Chacho is because you need one of those fire. I don't know what to classify him as.
Listen, I saw Chacho. He came on your. The other day he came on your show 2 days, but the day before, and he had army fatigues on.
Yes,
he had what?
Army fatigue.
I said, Chacho. It was in the kitchen. I said, Chacho, you ready for Desert Storm? It's a war out there. It's a war. You gotta get ready for war. I was like, okay. Good morning to you, Chacho, too.
Oh, man.
I like him, but he kind of scares me, though.
He kind of scares you. But you need someone like that still in Parliament, especially if you're going to be dealing with foreign affairs and whatever is coming in. And you need someone who is not afraid to back down. And I think Chacho is that person.
Chat, like G said, he's scary. Give me that money. Give it to me now.
What the end? No.
What do you mean we ain't passing this law? I don't know. He's scared. I mean, but he says a lot of positive things and a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
and he has been one of the few that have come out and said, listen, I'm willing to work along party lines.
I love your question. No, it wasn't your question. It was Danae. Was it your question or Danae's question? Because you had him and Wycliffe.
Oh, Wycliffe.
And it was like, okay, like how do you? Because Wycliffe is so quiet, reserved, and he's like, rah. Like, how do you guys work this out?
Yeah, it was Danae.
Like, I want to see how this meeting's going.
Right.
That was a great question, though.
Yeah.
All right. So moving right on. Who's next? Outkast?
Outkast,
I'm
number
next,
4.
and I'm gonna have to second Suppa, going back to the Christian party, Mr. Wycliffe Smith.
Oh,
okay.
He has definitely a different perspective of looking at things, which I do believe that we need. And I think maybe, like you said, he's a little how did you like? Chacho's the loud one. He's more
reserved.
He's more reserved, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But he says what he has to say when he has to say it. So I think he's also.
I agree. I think he brings also maturity to Parliament.
Right.
Something that we definitely have been lacking for quite some time. So yeah, I see Wycliffe, and he has experience. He's been part of government.
And at the end of the
not St. Martin, but he's been before.
At the end of the day, I mean, he's a pastor. He can't go in there lying. So. Let's be real about it.
We're going to lower the taxes and raise the tithings and offerings. Minimum of $5 in the church collection basket.
Not everybody go to church.
Yeah.
If you're not in church, you're out. What's going on?
What's up, Sagan?
I just came to tell y'all I brought cake.
I saw you walking with something. What kind of cake?
What
kind of chocolate?
Angel food stuffed with cheesecake and dulce de leche.
What?
Yes, honey.
Who made the cake?
Me.
Well, everybody have a great day. Enjoy the rest of
We
your
are
weekend.
signing off. No, just kidding. Thank you for that update. All right, round 5, my 5th parliamentarian. I'm going to go back to the UD list. This young lady I interviewed coming in at number 20 on her list. My 5th parliamentarian, Mei Ling Chung. Mei Ling, this is somebody who knows about tourism, knows about our main product we have here on the island, which is tourism. She's worked with the SHTA. She was in the tourist office, so she knows her stuff and how to get us back on the right track. So my 5th parliamentarian will be Mei Ling Chung.
All right.
Okay. Number 5 for me, I'm going to have to go to the National Alliance slate.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to go with Silveria.
Silveria Jacobs.
She's been on both sides of the fence. She served as a parliamentarian and a minister. And me personally think she does a better job as a parliamentarian.
Okay.
When it comes especially to asking the right, nothing against her being a minister. She does what she does as well, but as a parliamentarian, to me, she asks the right questions, and she also brings that maturity as well. That's much needed.
Okay.
All right then.
All right. Cut creator, number 5 for you.
Back to the UD slate. Number 1, Mr. Theo Heiliger. Mr. Theo. I really don't have to say much. He's done so much for this island that a lot of people maybe overlook sometimes. And he really doesn't. Like I say, you don't really have to say much for Tio. So much that Tio has done for this island. So I think he's an obvious choice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Moving on to round 6.
All right.
The 6th pick of the parliamentary draft. I'm gonna have to go to the NA slate. I'm gonna go with another female. And I'm going to go with Mila York Duncan, number 10. This young lady who has worked with policy advising when it comes to immigration, when it comes to visas, and she already works for government, so she knows how things run. Very intelligent young lady who I had on my show.
I heard that yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to be my 6th pick for sure because she knows when it comes to immigration and stuff. She knows the do's, the don'ts, and she was also explaining to me certain stuff that they implemented that wasn't, how some people will circumvent the system and try to get into the island. Well, okay, I can't get in this way. I'm going to try to get in this way, and how the two different systems didn't mesh, and that's how people would circumvent. She was explaining a lot of good stuff. So Mila York Duncan, my 6th parliamentarian.
Okay. And she cute too.
Careful, Soup.
Oh man. Let's see who I am going to go next. This is what, number 6? Number 6. I'm gonna have to go with. Can I do 6 and 7?
Sure, why not?
Because I think the same of both of them. I'm gonna put in R12.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put in Theo.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
The only thing that disappoints me with the both of them, they're both are hard workers and men that seem that they could do the work, but they're too silent. R12 didn't speak up enough. Theo was very, very silent.
Yeah.
And that's an issue a lot of people have with Theo as well. You know, they vote for him. They're like, he can get the job done. But then once he's in, you hear nothing.
And like that,
he's gone. He's gone. You hear nothing. And it was only after the hurricane when it became.
I mean, not to put him in a corner, but it was a lot of other people too. Like you never heard from them, and then it was like, yeah. But I feel you. I feel you.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's my 6 and 7 pick.
6 and 7. All right, Outkast, you next.
Next, number 13 on the UD slate, Cornelius the Weaver.
Connie.
All
right.
I was listening to him on Suppa's program. Again, different perspectives. He's been in there before, and I like what he's saying. I like what he's saying, and I personally know Corny. Not making it about a personal thing. I personally know Corny, and I know what his mindset is going into this election. So, number 13, UD.
Okay.
All right. Coming in, we're 7th round already. We are moving right along. Coming in at number 7, my 7th pick of my parliamentary draft. I got to go to SDM, number 1 on the slate, Benjamin Ortega. Of course, Outkast, and you guys said it already. He was on your show, Suppa, and he has some real good things to say. He knows what he's talking about. He has. He's not just saying this is what I'm going to do, but solutions of what should be done and how things could be done. So, my 7th pick will be Benjamin Ortega. Okay. We're gonna skip the Outkast because you did 7 already. So we're gonna skip the Outkast.
I had an early pick.
Yeah, there was a trade.
There was a trade. I'm gonna have to review the list here.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with Benjamin from SDM.
I'm gonna have to also agree with Suppa on this one for my next pick. Chacho.
Chacho.
Need that aggression in there, and do me a favor, Chacho. If you get in there, don't go in there with military clothes, please. Scare the life out of everybody.
He might come with a camouflage suit,
right?
If he does,
or maybe a camouflage tie.
If he does, I'm falling on the ground laughing. I'm sorry.
All right, moving into round number 8. All right, moving right along. This is my 8th pick. This will be my 8th parliamentarian. I think this parliamentarian I'm about to pick will probably or could break the record probably for longest speech, longest talking, just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. I might have to pull him off the podium.
What are you talking about here?
I'm talking about Duncan Van I'm talking about Duncan. Duncan is going to be my number 8 pick from the PPA, number 2 on the list. He's young. I mean, he's not young as the rest of them, but he's never been there. He has ideas. So
he's vocal.
So like I said, he might, they might have to take a timeout, take a 20-second timeout, a water break, and come back the next day. It might be like a cricket match when when he's talking,
they're going to just be postponing Parliament
to the next day.
Listen, we ran out of time.
Listen, dude, we got to put in a new rule. There's a time clock. Like basketball shot clock. We know you understand basketball.
You're on the clock, D.
So, yeah, there's a shot clock.
Oh,
All right. So
on the clock.
Duncan Van Heineken, my 8th pick in my parliamentary.
I was wondering where you're going with this thing.
Do you disagree?
No, not at all. First I was like,
even say it.
First I was like, but Yanchi ain't running this. That's a talker. Oh man! Oh my God! But I agree. I'm gonna go with number 8 as well.
You agree?
Duncan?
Yeah.
I think we all three unanimous.
It's
on
unanimous
that
on that
one.
one.
We're not unanimous on that.
All right.
Yeah, number 8 pick.
Number 8
Duncan
pick
Van Heineken.
in the draft. All right. Moving right along, we are going to the number 9 pick. You guys mentioned this young lady before. This is going to be my 3rd lady. Third lady. And it's a slam dunk. She's her first time. She's proven herself. She's said a lot. I mean, she's cornered me, and you got to vote for me. Like, slow down. I mean, like the day after everyone postulated themselves, she was like cornering me at first Saturday.
Wow.
Talking about, you're going to vote for me. You're going to vote. I was like, wait, I don't even know what your platform is. But Valia, got to give it to number 5 on the U.S. list. Valia is going to be my number 9th pick.
All right.
So yeah, she's talking a good talk. Like I said, I hope they could walk the walk, but they're talking a real good talk. So yeah. So who's your number 9 pick?
Number 9, I'm gonna have to go with the other Matzer brother, and hopefully this one. Let me not just. But I'm gonna have to go with Raymond Matzer. Raymond Matzer.
What part is he on?
He's on SDM.
He's on SDM.
I think he's candidate number 3 or 4.
Yes, he is on SDM.
And he reminds me a lot also of Chacho. Yeah, they're both aggressive. Both.
I heard him on your show.
Yeah, he was there I think yesterday morning, if I'm not mistaken. Very intelligent guy. Very aggressive as well, and he talks. He knows what the older generation wants and what they need, and he's also in tune with the younger generation as well, which is what I like about Raymond. He just has to get a little bit more out there, especially because you only hear him usually around elections. I know he's busy with other things or whatever, but he has to be a little bit more out there.
Yeah, that's with everybody. Just got to be more out there. But I remember last draft we had, you picked his brother.
I picked him, yeah.
His brother.
I picked his.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I was just gonna mention.
I remember that.
What we need to put in this draft that we're doing here. We need to put a wild card of somebody we think should be running, but they're not running.
Who? Okay, I like that one. Okay,
I like that.
We need to put a wild card in there, and I already knew who my wild card is.
I like that one.
I already knew but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
My next pick is my first female on my pick.
Finally, a female.
And I'm doing this out of pure fear.
Oh gosh.
I'm doing this out of fear because her and my son go to the same school. So please don't have your son beat up my son, Viola. Please,
Valia.
Please, Viola. Please. Out of fear, please.
Oh man,
we pick up our kids and drop them off at the same time, and just don't hurt me.
All right. So we are through 9 rounds. Let's go to number 10. My 10th pick in the parliamentary draft 2018. I got to go with the number 1 candidate on the SMCP list, Mr. Wycliffe Smith. He's going to be my 10th pick. I got to go with Wycliffe on there. He's a guy who knows the law, who knows everything, and as you can see so far, my picks are all young picks, first timers, and you need somebody in there maybe to give them a little guidance too. And,
True.
And before Parliament, somebody got to say the prayer. So. Wycliffe Smith.
Oh gosh,
you are in there, number 10.
Yeah,
number 10.
I'm gonna agree too. I'm gonna go with Wycliffe, number 10 as well.
Number 10.
He's my pick. Yeah.
Okay.
Whose pick? I think it was Suppa's pick. I'm also putting Sarah on my list.
Okay.
Sarah on the list.
Sarah's on my
Sarah's
list.
on the list.
Okay. Number 10. Coming in at number 11. My 11th pick on this draft. We are a melting pot. We have so many different nationalities on this island, but we got to get somebody in there to represent Front Street, Back Street, and Canada.
I know you're going.
So I got to go with number 21 from the UD list, Nikhil.
Nikhil.
Okay.
Got to put Nikhil. Like I said, another young guy, up and coming. Vacant S too, the former Vacant S. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can. And I'm pretty sure he caught a couple of looters this year. So last year, I should say. So Nikhil, number 11.
All right.
Number 21.
I have to second you on that one.
Second me on that one? All right.
I'll second you on that.
Super. Your number 11 for you?
Number 11 for me, I'm going to go with National Alliance. And I am going to go with Travis McQuilkin.
Travis McQuilkin, National Alliance.
He is number 15, I think. Let me check. Let me make sure. He's number 16.
16.
Yeah, Nicardo McQuilkin, a.k.a. Travis.
Okay. Now, did you have him on your show?
Yes, he was
there. I missed that interview. Can you tell me like a little?
He's a teacher. I think it was Wednesday he came in. And I was either Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, he's a school teacher. And he's very passionate. He knows what the students are all about and whatever. And he's very, very passionate. And I think if he gets in there, he has a lot of good ideas as well. He just needs to be careful because I have him on Facebook. He tends to say a lot of things without doing. I don't want to say he doesn't do his research, but he throws things out there and then he has to retract them. He didn't really put much thought into some of the things that he said. But I do like his passion.
Okay.
He's very passionate.
Very passionate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Coming in at...
Outkast.
Oh, Outkast. I'm sorry, Outkast.
When are we doing our wild cards?
Last.
We're doing that last?
Wild cards are last. Absolutely last.
Makes sense.
So number 11.
Yeah, number 11. Who's your number 11th draft pick?
You gotta skip me because I second you with Nikhil.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I second you with Nikhil.
Okay.
So that's my 11. So we're on to the 12th.
Okay, so number 12. I'm gonna go with this guy. He was in the election before. He got like 100 and some odd votes. I think 108 to be exact.
All right.
Nice guy. I know him. Did a movie with him actually. Renee from NA. Renee from NA, number 8 on the NA.
Renee from NA.
Renee from NA. That kind of rhymes, yeah. So he's gonna be my 12th pick in the draft.
All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with Nikhil, number 12 as well. Especially after the hurricane. He's always been active. He's a guy that's always willing to get his hands dirty, and I'm sure he could do that as well in Parliament. And I like Nikhil. I like the
He's
way,
a cool guy, man.
Cool guy.
Yeah.
He's a real cool guy.
Very cool.
Real cool dude.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Nikhil.
Nikhil.
All right, my next pick, I'm going to the Christian Party, number 6, Mr. Benjamin Bell.
Yeah.
Benjamin Bell.
I like him too.
Yeah, I like what he's saying. Never been in there, young perspective, going in there. And I think he has a good chance.
And a good voice.
And a great voice.
That boy can sing.
So I guess we know who's singing the anthem.
Right.
Before we get to that.
And I can guarantee you it's going to be better.
Huh? Before the prayer.
And it will be better than Fergie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to second you on that one, Outkast.
All right.
From the Christian Party, my 14th pick will be 13th pick. 13th pick will be Mr. Benjamin Bell.
All right.
Mr. Benjamin Bell would be my pick. Yes, so there we go from the St. Martin Christian Party.
Yeah. So 13, I'm going to go with some experience in there with this one. I'm going to have to pick Rudolph Samuel.
Okay.
Based off the fact, especially after the hurricane, you could see he was very frustrated with the way how things were going. He even stepped out of his comfort zone and criticized his own party, his own leader, which I thought was not only crazy of him, but also big of him at the same time. And also when they had to do the signing for the integrity chamber and whatnot, he said, you know what, this is for the people of St. Martin. In order for us to receive this aid, this is something that we have to do. And he went against what most of his party members were for, and he voted with his conscience. And he said, listen, if this is going to be for the better of St. Martin and for us to move forward and start with the rebuilding, Yeah, so I like the fact that he voted with his conscience on a lot of things, and he made a pretty bold decision, even going against his own party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Outkast.
I'm gonna have to take it somewhere else now. I'm going to the National Alliance slate, and I'm doing this one because his daughter, my son, goes to the same school. I could have just a general conversation. Hey, what's up, man? And man, you know what? I don't like the way this thing running. Every time I see him, he speaks nothing about politics and how passionate he is about it. Number 13, Jimmy Challenger.
Jimmy Challenger. Jimmy got a name.
Jimmy Challenger.
Okay, Jimmy Challenger. Moving on. We are to number 14, am I correct?
Yeah.
Number
14. I'm gonna go back to the UD list. This another lady. This young lady has been running since 2010. Last year she got I think it was 100 and some odd votes. She's been in. This will be her third election, and I think she deserves a chance. She'll probably be the best dressed out of the whole parliamentarian group. Got to go with Angelique Rameau, or Martis, I should say. Angelique Martis.
All right.
Number 16. She's my 14th pick. I got a lot of women. My 14th pick. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 women. I got 4 women.
All right.
So far.
I'm gonna have to go with UD.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick Perry Herlings.
All right.
I like Agent Perry.
Agent Perry.
Agent Perry.
Yeah, Agent Perry Mason.
That's where you got it from.
I like him because, of course, the reason he became a parliamentarian was because Emil Lee took up the ministerial position. So, of course, he was the third highest vote getter, if I'm not mistaken, on the DP slate. So that's how he came in as a parliamentarian. And I like his fire as well. He asks great question, and he criticizes everyone. Like, listen, no, this is not the way how we do it. He brings maturity for sure. He criticizes his own party, the other parties, the coalition. He criticizes himself. And I like Perry. I like the way how Perry is going and how he's thinking. So I'll put Perry in there.
All right.
I'm gonna second G Money's pick. Was it G Money's pick or was it Super's pick? I'm gonna have to second y'all with Silveria.
Okay, that was Super's.
That was Super's pick. All right, so I'm gonna have to second y'all for that for my 14th pick.
Okay, my 15th and final pick. I kind of like as we got down to the bottom of the list. I was kind of like, okay, for me. I was kind of like losing qualified people for me.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm running out of people. So this one, I'm kind of gonna throw like a little little friendship, a little, okay, all right, you've been running before, you're at it again, and I'll throw a little. So I'm gonna go to the SDM party, and I'm gonna go with the number 2 candidate, Mr. Arturo Butte.
Okay.
Arturo Butte, number 15, my 15th and final pick of this Parliament draft.
All right. Me 15th and final. Ooh, this is difficult. I'm stuck between 2 people. 2 people.
I have a cord in my pocket if you want to flip it.
Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2.
You want to say who those 2 are, and then you can.
Then we can debate it.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so who are your 2?
Maybe even 3.
Oh,
okay. I can't help you there.
We gotta go 17 seats.
We gotta go to the combine, see who does in the tryouts.
Or set him to the elimination chamber.
Yeah. Okay. This is my 3 choices. Tamara Leonard. Leona Marlin. But then I think she's doing a great job as a prime minister. So no, I'll scratch her out. Even though she is running for parliament. But no, I'll scratch her out. So Tamara
and
oh boy, I'm gonna go with. I'll throw him in. The mule, Frankie.
The
mule?
Yeah. Frankie.
Sakagarin.
You don't know. That was his old slogan.
You remember that?
You don't know.
You don't know.
I gonna have. Oh man, I both like the energy that they both bring. I know Tamara is very, very passionate at what she does. Frankie as well. But if I have to put both of them next to each other,
Well, then if you put them next to each other.
Okay, if I put them next to each other based on performance, I'll then give it to Tamara. Especially when it comes to the attendance and performance.
Okay.
And
Or if you put them next to each other to know their place, what would you take?
horrible. Yeah, I'll go with Tamara. Nothing against Frankie. Your wife is beautiful, real beautiful. But I'll go with.
They can start rumors, man. Stop that.
That's how rumors start.
Yeah.
I'll go with Tamara.
My last pick actually was Tamara as well.
Yours with Tamara as well? Okay, all right. So we got off 15. If you can see, if you remember my list, I'll just go over it real fast. It was Hassani, Mei Ling, Nihil, Rolando, Valia, Artwell, Mila York, Renee, Ortega, Wyclef, Peter J, Duncan Van Heineken, Angelique Martis, Benjamin Bell, and Arturo Butte. As you can see from my list, there's not one person on that list that was ever a parliamentarian.
True.
Oh, whoa! I didn't even realize that.
Not
True.
one person was ever a parliamentarian, and the reason being is that nothing really got done.
I hear what you're saying.
When we go back to not just last year and the year before, when you go back to 1010, what was it? How many laws they say were actually passed? Super. They had a number. It was
Maybe
like
one.
It was like remarkable. Like
Just one?
That's it. That's all the laws that
One,
were,
if I
were
think.
amended and passed. Like
Yeah.
that is it. And this whole thing too. If you think about it, we all talk about this whole thing about how much they get.
It was three. It was
three
three.
laws were passed.
Yeah,
since-
initiated by Parliament.
initiated by
I'm not
Parliament.
sure if they were passed or whatever, but 3 laws were initiated.
Be
for
initiated
sure.
by Parliament. So when you have that and you have all this talk about how much they're getting paid, they're the highest in the kingdom, they're the highest this how much money they make. All of that never comes up. We never talking about their salary if they were doing their job. We would never mention how much they make. It wouldn't even, if they were actually making laws, amending laws, and doing what they were supposed to do. That discussion would have never came up. How much they make.
Very true.
It would have never came up. But since they sat there and they did nothing since 10, that's why this has come up. How much they make, what they do, who's showing up, who's not showing
Right.
up. That's where that comes from.
Yeah.
So on my list, I have all new people.
Yeah.
All new people. No one who has never ever been in Parliament before. So that's
Okay.
my list. Who
All
I go
right.
with. All right.
And to go through my list again, I have Sarah, Rolando, Valia, Chacho, Silveria, Artwell, Theo, Duncan, Raymond Matzer, Wycliffe Smith, Travis McQuilkin, Nikhil, Rudolph, Samuel. Yeah, I'll stick with Rudolph. I like Renee too, like what G said. I like Renee.
I like Renee.
Yeah.
I like Renee. You had him a couple of times in your show?
Yeah, he came in. He came in this time again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Renee. Maybe. Okay. Well, my 13 is Rudolph / Renee. I don't know, but it's NA, so it's the same thing. And then Perry, and then Tamara.
All right, my 15 was Emil Lee, Wyclef Smith, Benjamin Ortega, Artwell. I always mix up how to say his last name. It's Irian.
Irian, yes.
Artwell Irian, Theo Heiliger, Cornelius de Weaver, Chacho Peterson, Duncan Van Heineken, Viola Leigh Pantaflet, Sarah Scott Williams, Nikki. I just cannot take. What is it?
Kukreja.
I'll leave that for you to say. Benjamin Bell, Jimmy Challenger, Sylvia Jacobs, and Tamara Leonard. So we doing our wild cards or what?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hold on, let me just count my totals real fast. So I have 4 UDs. I have 2 USs.
Two Us's.
2 SDMs, 1 PPA, 3 NA, and Christian Party, 3 Christian Party.
Okay.
No, 2 Christian Party. I did my math wrong. I'm sorry. Anyway, whatever.
All right. I got 5 UD, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1 PPA, 1 SDM, 2 SMCP, and 4 NA, and 2 USPs.
Okay.
I'm doing my count now. No, y'all gotta give me a minute. I gotta do it.
Don't. we trust you.
I was doing my count. But
All right, so we're gonna go to wild card.
I figure we do 2 categories. I figure we do wild card and who had the best theme song.
I don't know all the theme songs. So
I know one.
I don't know all the theme songs, but we'll get to that. Okay,
right.
so wild
Wild
card. My wild card. You said no. What's the rules?
Somebody who was not running in this election.
Not running in this election. Okay.
Right.
So my wild card actually will be my prime minister.
Okay.
He's kind of a loose cannon. He says what he wants to say. You have to be careful because he'll pull your card, he'll pull your shoes up, he'll pull your socks
Who
up.
we talking about here?
He sees things, but he'll just watch them. But he's a watchdog.
I think I knew.
And he's very outspoken.
Go.
Francis Cardi. Francis Cardi is my wild card and my prime minister.
Okay.
So, Mr. Governor, congratulations.
All right.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I didn't think about that either.
Right? You think he
Yeah.
can keep all them in check?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can just hear the theme music from Mr. Governor playing when he's walking into Parliament.
I like that one.
Yeah, so
Man, I didn't even think about.
I didn't even think about that. That actually would have been my wild card
that's
pick.
my wild card and slash you with my prime
Minister.
My
So,
Good one. Ooh. I'm trying to think. Who.
All right, go to Outkast.
Yeah, go to Outkast in the meantime.
oh, my wild card is easy. Julian Rollocks. That's easy.
Why Julian
What do
Rolla?
you mean? Who else could wear them gangster shades and get away with it?
Oh God, he did that. Remember the last time he picked Julian?
Yo, I
Rollins?
was looking forward to seeing the picture with him in the shades, just posing like, vote for me.
Well, for you.
Come on.
On another note, on a little somber note, he's not doing too well.
Yeah.
Health wise, he's not doing too well.
Best of
Yeah,
recovery
so-
to you, Mr.
Yeah,
Rollocks.
he's not doing too well. So
Let me see. Who would I pick?
I'll give you some time to think about it. Spoon messaged and said he would pick a Legends card and pick Claude
A
Watson.
legend. Oh man.
that's not.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Who would I pick?
You are really stumped, huh?
You stumped on this.
I have two people. I have two people who are.
Let's hear them. Let's debate it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
He recently just passed away. He always used to come up with his one party. That was my boy.
Jacinto Mock.
Mock. There you go.
Oh,
Couldn't remember his
That's
name.
your wild card.
Yeah,
God rest his
Jacinto
soul.
Mock. For sure. He was very, very, very intelligent. Trust
Very
me.
intelligent man.
And
That's actually not a bad pick.
yeah.
And who's your second pick?
And he never got the chance. He never got the
Yeah.
chance to really prove himself. But he knew everything. If you thought Sarah knew the Constitution, trust me, I think Jacinto wrote
Yeah.
it, printed it,
yeah.
Signed it.
binded it.
I don't know if I want to hear your second pick because I like your first pick.
I know, right?
I don't even want to hear it.
Second pick, you might not like him,
Oh boy.
but I'm not gonna lie. He did what he was supposed to do, and I've heard a lot of stories about him, and he was a no nonsense guy, even with his own party. And I'm gonna have to give it to Richard Gibson.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
That is classic. Oh, I wish we had a camera in here.
I'm not gonna lie.
If somebody can just hit you right now.
I've spoke to some of the candidates that he was on a party when they were like, listen, nothing could pass Richard. Like he would tell you,
True.
listen, where's the advice for this?
True.
Where's this for this?
He's a
Where's
lawyer.
this?
Yeah.
He's
True.
a lawyer. He's like, listen,
True.
because everything that I signed for, I'm also accountable for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I see where your debate is.
Yeah.
All right. So knowing that Mr. Rollocks is feeling ill, can I retract mine now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. If I have to give it to somebody, I think I have to go exactly like how you said. Very vocal, both in public and on Facebook.
Say again?
No. Very, very vocal when it comes to politics. I'm a little worried about where he would take the island in the sense of who he likes to support in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Al?
Your father?
Al. I have to give it to Al.
Put on a shirt, Al. You're in Parliament. Put on a shirt.
Oh god.
I have to get to Al. Al's my wild card pick.
I like that.
Al's my wild card pick. Because I've been
But listen,
home by me.
If you pick Al, you know Roseanne coming with him to the
Oh, for
parliamentarian
sure.
meetings.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, what?
Somebody need to control him.
Someone need to tap him on Al.
Hold it down.
Hold it down.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Okay.
Because I know he'll go off in there.
Oh, he will.
He will go off in there.
That's why you got to bring Roseanne.
Yeah.
I don't even think she could do it.
No, she's just there to keep.
No, I don't even think she could like tone him down.
Give him the look.
Yeah,
Still
the
no?
leash, put tongue on his leash and slow him down.
Something, but he's been helping me by the house every day, and I'm hearing him listening to the radio, listening to your show, listening to all of the shows, and I'm hearing him standing at the radio cursing at it. So I think he would go in there and regulate things. So Al's my wild card pick.
Oh my gosh.
Al's my wild card pick.
Okay.
That's somebody calling me like,
That's
what
Al
you
right
doing?
That's all right there. Listen here, Bob. Don't put me in this foolishness. All right, so there it is, y'all. Our 15 parliamentarians, our parliamentarian draft. So there you go. We're going to next on the coming up at 3 o'clock, Sagan's going to give her picks.
Hi, Sagan. She's been very quiet.
Oh, wow. It's been a good day today. It's Friday, people. It's time to wrap this puppy up. Let's make room for us.
What? Somebody really trying to get in touch with me.
It's Roseanne trying to go.
Somebody.
Yeah.
That's the governor telling you, Al, you crazy? Guns for everybody.
Donald, the Trump supporter? No way, Jose. So, Sagan, what's going on with the playground? Sagan coming up at, it's 3:05.
Right now.
Yeah.
Sagan!
Yeah, I missed the whole conversation.
Didn't get a chance to
I'm
play.
all hooked up, so it is what it is.
You want to play a little something before we?
Nah, Sagan's time though.
Okay.
Come on, play some music.
No, I already turned off the board.
You want to do a political song quick? I mean, you.
Oh, yeah, political song.
Political song.
Yeah.
G.
I didn't, like we said, we didn't hear all of them,
Yeah.
but the ones that we had here that actually stuck out to me was Theo's and Connie's.
Oh yeah.
They kind of like caught my ear, like, oh, that sounds kind of good. Or was it? No, actually, it was actually the party song, right? It's the UD song itself.
Oh,
actually.
United.
Yeah. So the UD song itself and Connie's song with Oswald.
Yeah.
But I'll go with the UD song.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. Connie impressed me, even though we did talk about the whole copyrighted songs and everything. But I did like the production. I liked
the message too.
Connie's own, yeah. But in general, overall, I'm gonna have to give it to Jelani for National Alliance.
Jelani. Yeah.
National Alliance. That was actually an original song.
It is original.
And it was done by the Hot Shot. And I can't remember who else. But
Okay.
the Hot Shot sang in it. I like his song. It's original. It's catchy. It's upbeat. I like him. And I'm gonna have to also give it to Lucky Morales.
Yes.
That is as original as it comes.
The end of the song is like a, what does
Number
it say?
15
Number
Alliance.
Number 15
Alliance.
But she says it in Dutch, right?
So she does her commercial in Dutch first, and Papimento and English. She has three versions.
But the end is in English?
No, the end is in English.
I thought it was in Dutch.
Yeah. I'm not sure how it sounded. Just number
15 of Alliance.
Yeah.
Number, can we do that again?
I like her little jingle.
That is catchy, though.
Yeah, it is.
It is catchy.
I got to give it to Artwell. Because
Artwell.
Voice Winter and that kind of this year.
And then
Year for Love.
Who did it for him?
I'm not sure who did his, but he caught me with that one. Year for Love. He did over Year for Love. I'm not sure who sang it over, but it won Trinidad
right.
Carnival, so got to have some sort of impact.
So the one I like, who's singing the UD one? Who's that?
That's
a Shandy.
That's a Shandy. Sean, my boy Sean.
Yeah, King of Shandy.
Oh, okay. He did a good job on that. He did a real good job.
He did that one in Theo's Zone. Yeah.
Yes.
He did Theo's Zone as
Yeah.
well.
Theo's on.
He did, yeah, okay, I like that. Those last one. All right, time for us to wrap this puppy up. Sagan, you ready?
Oh, yes.
You can only see the facial expression.
Oh God.
Sagan's up next with the playground, balling on a budget. What else we got?
Ball on a budget party like a baller.
Ball, it is the weekend.
It's the weekend. My birthday's this weekend.
Hey! There's cake.
So that's why there's cake.
Let him eat cake.
No, I just randomly cooked for you guys because I was in the mood.
I'm like, why should we?
Because it's election.
It's an election cake. It's got all the colors in it. So where are you celebrating your birthday? Or maybe you don't want to tell people, but are you
I'll
gonna be?
tell y'all.
Okay.
Later.
Are you gonna be? Are you gonna be celebrating your birthday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I know where you're going. You said it a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
You're gonna.
yeah.
So are you gonna make it in Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you.
It's not going to be that bad.
On a crutch?
You made it sound like he was
It
gonna
is
like.
going to be that
On
bad.
a crutch.
No, it's
On crutches.
It's going to be that bad.
Can you help me bring the wheelchair up the stairs?
It is going to be that bad. I might be slurring on Monday, but it's okay.
Okay. Are you voting on Monday? Okay, happy birthday, Sadie.
I don't know if y'all noticed. I've been very silent on this election for good reason.
That's what I said. Coming up, Sagan's top 15. You don't want to miss it.
I'm personally surprised y'all made it to 15.
Yeah. It was. I was getting thin at the end.
Yeah, me too.
I was reaching a little bit at the end.
Picking.
I was reaching.
I was kind of picking at y'all picks.
Stealing pigs.
Yeah, him too. Oh yeah, him too. Anyway, we are out, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. We'll see you on Monday. God spare life. Remember, success getting what you want, happiness liking what you get. So please don't play or hate. Just congratulate. Always remember to be yourself, because you might find yourself by yourself. Love, peace, hair grease, peace in the Middle East, and always put God first in everything you do. All right.